So tell me when you started to plant watermelons here.
So we started to plant. These plants right now is about 3 weeks. These plants are 3 weeks, but they are planted in set. We have first week, second week, third week, fourth week. So we have 4 different type of crop now on this. So when we harvest, we'll harvest the first crop, the second, the third, and the fourth. Because what we realize, as I said, there's a demand when we have watermelon harvested, people come to buy it, and then we don't have. So what we decided, all right, we'll have first crop harvested, all right. Second, so we have constant market, because September, October, November, December in Rupununi is like a market season. And we will harvest it in time for 28th and 29th for the Rupununi Expo. That's what we're targeting.
And you told me that you have
7,500 plants here.
And this is on both patches, because I noticed you have one here and then you have the other one.
Here is 7,500 and 3,000 over there. Yeah.
And you get market for all of this?
Yes,
right
definitely.
here in the Rupununi?
Right here in the Rupununi. Over a time now, people get to know that, because it's on the social media now. We go on the Facebook or we post and people see it. And what we have business partner now. People would call from Georgetown and say, look, hey, I need market. Like people who come in to do, business owners who come to let them to sell something, they would come here and pick up the watermelon.
Why did the village decide on this project?
One of the projects that we were looking at is agriculture, because watermelon was demand. There was market for it. So because we have exports, people who go and work in Brazil, and one of the things too is it employs local persons here, other than going to Brazil, because those who are working now currently here or those who were working in Brazil. Why we choose this? Because we know we can be able to manage and we can generate income out of this.
And what do you do with the money that you get from this farm?
So what we will do is to look for, invest in another, maybe expand, or look for another project that we can be able to generate out of this.
And the income goes back into the village?
Yes, definitely.
To do what sort of things?
So like projects, we have in the communities, we have, we call them community support officers.
Yeah.
We have the part-time workers and we have enhancement workers. So this would go directly to the village to support when there's a need of fuel, maintenance in the community, or any other, as I said, we have other projects that we can be able to assist.
And the original investment for this, you're able to do this because of funds you're getting from the LCDS?
Yes, yeah. Definitely. So this is our, as I said, this is our first, in 2024, we are doing this, and if we are successful, we will continue to do this and expand more, because we have a vast area that
you mean the funding is from 2024?
Yeah, this is 2024 funding.
Okay.
So in 2025, if we are successful in 2024, we know that we'll be successful.
But you said you had a crop before, right?
Yes, we had before, but we planted during rainy season, and we were not, we didn't produce good watermelon, but we did, of course, but not that quality. But definitely during this season now, we will produce a better watermelon.
So Toshao, this funding that comes from the LCDS really means a lot for these communities like yours and others in the Rupununi.
Definitely. Because one of the things too is, as I said, it's not just agriculture planting watermelon. We also have, we cultivate 2 acres of cassava farm, so we can be able to produce cassava byproduct, farine.
So without the LCDS funding, the village would not have been able to generate income to do a project of this scale?
No, not at all. Of course, village, many of the communities in general in Guyana, the hinterland communities, there is a way and means they would generate income, but not to that amount. So there's a limited, there has been a limited financial assistance to the community or to the village council to execute the plans. Even if we could have planned, we don't have any more financial resources that we can be able to implement our projects. But having the LCDS has been helping a lot in terms of, and again, assisting agriculture, education, health, infrastructure, and so.